Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the week ahead. Let's find out what's going to be going on for everybody this week. So, starting out the weekend when I publish this video and the week ahead. But sometimes, whenever you find this video is right for you, because some of us are kind of ahead of the game, ahead of the energy, some of us behind, some of us are right on time. So, you probably get something out of it whenever it is that you come across this. I've got a live show. It's called Sidekick Cafe. It's live here on YouTube pretty much every day. I would love to see you in there. I channel some more, but also do mini reads in there. So if you have a burning question for your higher self, come along in there. And for donations, you can have it answered. If you want a private reading from me, I get my readings out within 24 hours if you're ordering them. So on my website, my availability for the next 24 hours is on there. So if a product is sold out, if a reading is sold out, then just check back 12 hours, 24 hours later. You'll find some openings opening up at some point for you to book in. So I'm going to go in for the general energies for all signs first of all, and then I'm going to clarify it for each star sign. So you're going to want to watch the general part first, otherwise it's not going to make any sense when I clarify it for each star sign. But let's get the general part out now. We've got coming of age. So this week we are growing up. We're coming of age in some way. So we're going to be approaching things slightly differently than we have in our lives before. We could be breaking patterns, kind of immature patterns that we had before, and doing things in a new way. So that's good news. We've also got cozy home out here as well. So meet Shrine. He loves to curl in a fluffy ball of appreciation and take in the calm, cozy expanse of his home. Create a sanctuary of peace and inspiration. Let go of objects that don't make you happy. If there are any broken items that you've been meaning to fix, unused gifts or remnants of a passionless hobby, send those things on their way. Clear the space and surround yourself only with the things that support you and make your heart sing with the joy of being alive. Light a candle, open a window, be thankful for all that you have. Sit with Shrine in your lap and honor your home. So you might be spending a bit of time in your home. You might want to hide away a little bit. There could be some important decisions to make this week. I've just finished recording all of the energy updates for each day, so I know what's lying ahead, but let's get the bigger picture of why we're going through everything that we're going through this week. Now when I start clarifying it for each star sign, you might want to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. You can cross-watch for other people as well. It might make your family and your friends make more sense with this if you know what stuff they're going through beforehand. And there'll be timestamps in the comments for that as well. But as I said, it's not going to make any sense unless you watch what comes before it, because I'm going to just clarify it for each star sign. So what have we got this week? We've got 4 cards out already. Starting off with the King of Wands here. Woo, passionate. He's my favourite king of all. He's passionate. He knows what he wants and he gets it and he claims it. That very masculine energy and that positive. I love it. We've also got the King of Cups here. Not my favourite. I mean, the King of Cups, he's a nice chap. He's very emotional and he doesn't necessarily always voice his emotions very well, but he feels a lot. So I don't know, to me personally, if you're asking me personally, the King of Cups isn't really for me. He's a little bit too feminine in a way. I prefer my men like the King of Wands. But anyway, this isn't about me. This is about the energies of the week. I'm going to get clarifiers out for each of these. 2 Pentacles, something is up in the air. And the 5 of Cups. Something to leave behind is what I'm getting from this. Now, it's not a 10 like the endings of something. This is more you noticing repeating patterns in your life, something that keeps on, you keep on expending your energy, you keep on letting your energy drain down that hole. It's you noticing that loss. That's what the 5 is about, right? The noticing of that loss. Now, we can get stuck in that situation where we just get stuck in victim mode. Poor me, I can't get what I want. Poor me. It just keeps on going down the drain. It's like, well, stop pouring your energy down that drain then. Realize how you're doing it. Realize how you're tipping that cup over and then watching it go down the drain. It's that kind of a week. What's the King of Wands got to tell us here? What's the King of Wands all about? Yeah, 7 of Inspiration. It's your debut. Or is it, or are you just thinking about the debut? Have you got what it takes to actually put yourself out there? Are you willing to do that? As I said, there's a lot of decisions to be made, and it doesn't surprise me that cozy home card has come out there with the cats, because you might want to spend a fair bit of time alone this week considering certain things, considering whether something, business, relationship, whatever it is, Some kind of an opportunity is worth you investing your time in. So the King of Wands, are you passionate about it? Do you want to claim it and say, yes, this is for me, this is definitely for me? Is it a hell yes? Is it a hell yes enough for you to sustain the efforts that is required to make it a big thing? Is it really aligned with yourself so that you were happy to step on a stage and say, this is me, this is what I'm here to do. I'm going to be able to work toward this because I've got a fire inside of me like the King of Wands. I'm passionate about this, so I will work for this every day because I would do it whether I'm going to get something great out of it in the end or not. That's the kind of decisions that you need to make this week. Are you really in it for the long term? Are you going to sustain that energy and that work that's required to debut? Are you passionate about it enough that you would put yourself on a stage or a YouTube channel or something and speak out about it? Are you in a relationship for the long term? Is this really a good match for you with those right ingredients that are going to sustain you for many years to come? Do you want the same things out of it? And are you willing to put that work in? Because all relationships, all businesses, everything requires work. Are you passionate enough? Are you passionate enough about it to actually put your name and stand up for it and be out there? Well, I've got the King of Cups here, the Magician. Manifesting with our emotional state. Right, this is why we've got to get this Five of Cups sorted out. Get out of victimhood mode and... okay, so we're manifesting this week, or we're right at the start of it, right about make that decision to manifest something. And to manifest something, what do? Well, you get your head straight about it first of all, but then you've got to get your heart aligned with it too. So we manifest through our thoughts, our focus, and our energy, our emotional focus. And when it's all in alignment, when we don't have resistance to it anymore, when we're all in, then we take action. That's when we give ourselves permission to take action on it. And that's when we manifest, when we take action. So passion, heart, passion and feelings, slightly different, right? The feelings are more about your emotional reaction to stuff, to the past, to that cup being spilled down there and losing out and all of those things. So the past crap that you've been through is healing yourself enough so that your heart isn't pushing that stuff away, so that you can manifest it and so that you can be straight ahead with your passion now. So what's up in the air then? What's this Two of Pentacles? What's up in the air this week? What are we juggling here? Death. What we want to end, or what we need to end to have this new beginning. And as I said, our emotional state. This Five of Emotions is about defrosting our heart and opening back up again. So maybe your boundaries have been really high. You've been in the Queen of Swords mode. You're like, no to everything. I'll be hermit. Saying no to everything, just focused on myself. And maybe now it's time to open up and say, well, maybe I am a yes to certain things that I'm passionate about, that my heart is really in on. Maybe I need to open up now. So some things need to end. That's what you might be resisting. Putting something to death, saying no more to that, a job, an old relationship, an old pattern that you've had, ways that you've been wasting your energy, ways you've been looking at things. Something needs to end for sure. You're not so sure whether you want to end that yet, whether you're ready to let go of it, and whether you're ready to open your heart up after so much disappointment. Are you ready to open your heart up? So it's a kind of an emotional week. Five of Cups, past disappointments. Or a way of looking at it, always looking at the what's been spilled down the drain instead of noticing how you keep on tipping that cup over. Knight of Materials. Taking it slowly. Right, okay, I know what this is. Right. So the Knight of Materials, he takes things slow and steady. You know how I said, have you got the passion to sustain that effort? Are you really in? Are you going to claim it like the King of Wands claims it? Is it yours? Are you a hell yes to it? Well, if you've had like past disappointments here, you might want to not, this is persistent work, right? This is the one that's slowly. If he wants to get there, he puts one foot in front of the other and he gets there, he gets himself there, right? He's not on the horse there on this one. So it's walking, and he knows if he just keeps on putting one foot in front of the other, he's going to get there. Now, what does he need to put one foot in front of the other? Well, he needs like 2 legs and a body and 2 feet, right? But no, he needs the will. He needs the will and the foresight to know that if he does that, he's going to get there, and the will and the passion for getting there, to keep on lifting that one foot up and putting it in front of the other, right? And so if you've got that, the will to put the hard work in, that could be what stops you from looking at what has been poured down the drain. Now, what I mean by that is there have been things that you've been doing that are tipping that cup over. That's what has to end here, the Death card. And there's things that have been stopping you from taking the prolonged action, the persistent action that is required. So what's stopping you? Well, maybe it's your emotions that's stopping you, and maybe it's just that you're not choosing the right things. You're not like thinking about it. You're just like maybe going on a date with just anybody instead of asking yourself, is this person a match to me? Are they investing, or do they want the same things in life? Is this actually a compatible person to me, or am I just saying yes because it's someone offering me something, you know? So has what you're choosing been, do you really want to get there? Do you really want to put one foot in front of the other to actually get there, or are you not that bothered about getting there? See, it's like a week of either you're all in or you're not, and sometimes it's not something lacking in you that doesn't get you there in the long term. Maybe it's just your choosing has been off. You've not been looking for the right things. You've not been holding back and asking yourself truthfully, is this really for me? Maybe it's that you let your emotions take over, your emotional reactions to things, to loss, to challenges that come along the way. Maybe you're one of these people that throws your arms up in the air and reacts and says, that's it, I'm not doing anything then because something went wrong. It could be something like that. The emotions here, the King of Cups. It could be anything. So we'll clarify it for each star sign of what it is there. What's making you spill those cups over and not walk forward toward what it is that you want? But let's get some clarity for everybody first. Why the King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration? You've got to be a hell yeah. If you're not a hell yeah, then let it go. Why the King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration? Just one card, please. Okay, 2. Forgiveness and psychic development. Right. So, like I said, got to make wise choices. Forgiveness. Why forgiveness? Because we haven't made wise choices in the past. We made kind of frivolous choices, or, oh, it feels right, I'm just going to say yes to it, even though this person is nothing like me, or it's not something that I really want to do. So we've made bad choices in the past just because maybe we're going off a feeling, or a feeling of connection with someone, or a feeling of connection with something. We should feel connections with people and with things. It doesn't mean it's for us. We've got to use our minds for that. Is this really aligned with me? Is this what I really want? We get that with time and wisdom, right? And so there's psychic development and forgiveness here. Is it for you, or are you going to be held back by your past decision-making processes, beating yourself up for that, for making dodgy decisions in the past? I didn't expect that to come out with it. So the King of Cups and the Magician. So you've got to get your feelings on board as well, so that you're not turning your back on. So you're not throwing your arms up in the air, going, well, if it's going to require effort, I'm not doing it. Or if it has any challenges along the way, I'm not in. Things like that. Emotional reactions. The King of Cups. This stops him from manifesting. Past, present, and future. So the patterns that you've had in the past, that you've got in the present, are you going to take them into the future as well? We've all got our certain patterns, the way that we mess things up, our favourite sabotage, what we do to mess it up. We've all got our particular patterns that we've learned. We may have learned it from our parents, may have learned it from life experiences that we've had, but do you really want to take that into the future with you, or do you want to recognise it now and make wiser decisions? Remember, this week it's all about coming of age. We're growing up. We're seeing that in these cards, right? Growing up, making better decisions for ourselves. Two of Pentacles, Death, and the Five of Emotions. So opening up again, are you sure that you really want to let go of the old? Do you want to stay in the same patterns, or are they really serving you? Maybe they're serving you and keeping you in that comfort zone. Or are you ready to make these changes now? Because it's going to require a death. It's going to require you making a firm decision, saying no more of that. I'm not going to waste my time or my efforts or my energy. I'm no longer going to make dodgy decisions because I don't want to think about it. I just want to go off a feeling of connection or something. What's this about? Home. Interesting that home's come out twice here. So this, it feels like the home card there being like the Ten of Pentacles, like you've got everything inside of you that you need to move forward. You think with the Ten of Pentacles, or the Ten of Pentacles is about having it all. It's about having the partner and the family and the house and the car and all of those tangible things. And it kind of is that. But we've got all of those things, all of those resources to get that within ourselves anyway. So I'm feeling like it seems to be the week saying, well, are you serious about this now, of wanting what you want in your life, the partner, the relationship, the business, the success, whatever it is that you want. Are you serious about that now? You're actually going to claim it and do what is required. Stop with the emotional reactions to things and getting triggered by everything, and are you actually going to put the work in and do what is required to get there? Because at the moment it's up in the air. You're not letting go of things. You're not opening your heart. You're not prepared. As of yet, you've not been prepared to do whatever it takes. That's why it's up in the air. So are you going to bring that home? Are you actually going to claim that and realize that you can? If you're in on it, you can put yourself out there. You can put that effort in. You can get what it is that you want. But if you're just waiting on it happening to you, it's not going to do that. So you've actually got to end something, finish an old cycle, put something to death, and then open yourself up to the new. And then it won't be up in the air anymore. Then it can be delivered to you. You can work toward it yourself. That's growing up, right? It's growing up. It's like what should happen to us when we're teenagers, but there seems to be a lot of adults that are behaving like teenagers now, thinking they can just get everything really easily, that they don't need to work towards something. I learned that when I was a teenager. My parents didn't just give me stuff, whatever I asked for. I had to work for it. So, yeah. It is. It's a week of growing up. Five of Cups and the Knight of Materials. You've actually got to work. Put one foot in front of the other and get yourself there. If you want something, then you've got omens and signs. The signposts on the way. You're not just randomly putting one foot in front of the other and walking around in circles. Plenty of omens and signs along the way, showing you for what it is that you want, where you want to go, what it is that you want, how to get there. The signposts along the way there. So it could be a very decisive week to make some new decisions and go for something new and actually get yourself there in a very mature way, saying, okay, it's going to require work. I can't just take shortcuts and stuff like that. That's not going to happen. There's not going to be instant successes here. I actually need to do whatever it takes to get there. Am I willing to do that? Very adult kind of point of view there. What's going on in our love lives? We've got finances and career affecting it. That's interesting because often in my private love readings, this is the message that comes out. Now is not a time to be focused on your love life. Now is a time to be focused on your finances and your career. And why? Because the person that's going to be right for you in a relationship, when you are successful and when you're flying high, when you're debuting like that, when you're really fiery and passionate about something, you're making something happen. The relationship that's going to be right for you then isn't the one that's going to be right for you now, and you've got things up in the air and you're all emotional and you're like this. The match to you in that energy is not someone that you're going to be with for long term. So finances and career come first this week, apparently. And then the relationship will come after that. I'm going to get one of those out for each star sign as well to find out, what we've all got going on in our love lives for each sign. Let's stick that there. What else have we got for everybody this week? We've got you're very close to achieving your goal. It's like decision time, I think. This week it seems like decision time to me. It feels like decision time. Make or break kind of thing. Are you willing to put that work in, or you just want to carry on and not get very much in your life? Because there's the option. It's all up in the air right now. It's only those that put in that work, the inner work especially, that will actually get what it is that they want. Let's do that. Vision. Right, so the vision. What is that vision that you've had for yourself in the future? Do you realize that it's going to take work to get there? So many people selling or trying to sell shortcuts and instant gratification and stuff like that. It sells really well because we're all lazy and we want it, but none of it ever works, not ever, because you have to put the work in. So the vision, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. You can have it. It's not going to be served up to you on a silver platter, though. You're going to have to put that work in. Everybody does. You need to make like the magnetic materials. Is what you're asking for, does it fire you up enough to actually put that effort in? Do you love that person enough to actually put the work in to have a relationship with them? Because it's going to take work. They all do. There's no perfect job for us that's not going to require any effort, the perfect business that's not going to require any effort, the perfect relationship that isn't going to give you any problems. No, all requires work. Everything that we choose will require work. So is it worth it for you? Do you choose it? Are you really all in on it? Make a wise decision this week. What have we got going on here? Healthy choices. Yes, healthy choices, wise choices, mature choices. Making healthy choices in love and life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Different choices. You're very close to achieving your goal if you're in alignment with your goal. If you're like, yeah, this is it. This is what I want. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to put myself, my energy, my money, my time. I'm going to put everything on the line because this is for me and I've decided and I'm going to do it. What else have we got going on? I'll get one of those heart cards out for each sign as well. We've all got dogs going on, getting together with friends this week. So a social kind of occasion. It's not all going to be staying at home. You could be having like a nice social time with friends this week, if you're allowed. And work, achievement, success. The ants busy working toward things. They're all working together as well, picking big stuff up together. Ants. But it's busyness. Ants. It's the putting that work in. Are you willing? You know, for a long time, I've had my business for 21 years, and for a few of those years, I wasted my time really looking for those silver bullets. I believe the crap, the hype that people put out there. Oh, if you just do this, if you just do your SEO, then people will find your website, and you just do this magical thing. And I kept on pouring my money into it, and then none of it ever works because now you've got to do the hard work like this. Like making videos every day, you've got to put the hard work in. There are no shortcuts. But oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting when someone says, just give me your money and I'll give you that special sauce, that magic thing, that magic formula. So you don't have to do any work. Devil's work, that is. No, the ants, they do it. Oh, marriage. So it could be that you're wanting to get married and you're having to make an important decision this week about, are you sure that this is who you want? Are you really so passionate about this person? Are they a good match to you for you to put sustained effort? It's a sustained effort that it's going to take to make this a marriage. Marriage is about commitment. So are you really committed? Not do you just like feel a lot for this person? Are you actually committed to the effort that it's going to take required to do that? And is it a good choice in the first place? Cobweb. Protected from negative force beyond your control. A tangled web here. Energy mixed up in certain things. Relationship tangled up in work and business and finances and career. The way that you've been doing things. It's like a tangled web. Our predominant vibration affects everything in our life. So if we're predominantly disappointed like this, everything's going to disappoint us. Relationships, finances, career, all of it. If we're predominantly passionate like this and putting ourselves out there, we're going to have a very different experience, right? In relationships too. So that cobweb, it's all tangled. The energies are tangled up in each other. You think you can work on one thing in your life. You can't. You've got to be balanced. That's why you've got to be balanced, because what you're putting out there is what you're putting out there, and it's affecting every part of your life. Let's get some of these out. What else have we all got going on this week? We've got the stone. A firm, strong decision, set in stone. Where are you going to keep things up in the air? There's so much power behind a strong decision. That's what I love about the King of Wands energy. He's like, I claim this. This is mine. This is what I want, and I'm going to get it. You need to have firm resolve like that, like a stone, set in stone. I am getting this no matter what. I am going to achieve this no matter what. I'm willing to put my effort into this. And then the box. So then coming out of the box that you've put yourself in, this box may be the pessimist, the one that keeps on tipping the cup up over and going, oh, I've lost my liquid again. Or the King of Cups, the one that's reacting, triggered by everything, offended by everything, and doesn't realize he's doing it to himself. There's the boxes that we've been in, there's patterns that we've been in, repeat patterns that we need to get ourselves out of this week and wise up to it and be truthful with ourselves. What else? Let's get one more of these out and then I'll get on to each star sign. Oh, we've got two out, but I'll take them both together. Wait. Okay, it's the threshold and the nectar. So what are we on the threshold of? We're about to get the good stuff, but we have to actually walk there ourselves. Like the Knight of Pentacles, get there ourselves, one foot in front of the other, putting that work in. So I think I've said that enough times now. So we're on the threshold of it. It's about to happen, very close to achieving our goal. And it's all tied up with each other. It's not a, oh, well, I just want the relationship now. I don't want to work on my finances, career. It's like, no, you have to work on the whole. You have to work on yourself because you're manifesting the whole lot. So let's get into it for each star sign. As I said, there'll be timestamps in the description box for this video and in the comments as well to jump ahead. Check your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign. Cross watch, because you might be able to get a lot of information about what people are going through so that you can understand them better. And so you can get off the back or try not, push them into something if they're going through whatever. So let's find out. Let's start out with Aries. Aries, what is this? King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration. For you. Claiming what? What are you claiming? Forgive yourself and communicate. It's about relationships for you, Aries. So what relationship do you claim? What relationship did you kind of lose and let go of? What mistake did you make? And are you going to make that mistake again? Mosquito. Are you going to make that mistake again? Or are you going to change it now and claim what it is that you want and do something differently to get it? So yeah, this week is about you forgiving yourself for past decisions that you've made, not letting that stop you from making decisions, not fearing making a decision altogether, but then wising up about it, growing up about it and say, okay, let's make some good decisions for myself, and then communicating those decisions too. So it's a big week for you to make a decision and actually communicate that. Some of you could be deciding on a relationship or a job and actually claiming it, speaking it out, saying, can I have this job? Would you like to marry me? Or whatever it is, like that, Aries, claiming it. Why the King of Cups and the Magician for you, Aries? You've got sex criticism. Oh, it's like it's that energy of being afraid. How can I put this? Like a man being afraid of being called a pussy, being soft, something like that. Afraid to use your emotions or open up about your emotions, to even confront your emotions, and so you could keep on responding in that emotional way because you don't want to admit to it, because you don't want to appear vulnerable and emotional. So do you understand what I mean by that? So we all have emotions, right? And it's only when we can own up to those emotions that we can actually do something about it. When we feel those emotions, can we decide to change? When we are ignoring them, pretending that they don't exist, then we can't do anything about it because we won't even acknowledge that they're there. And that really hobbles you. So yeah, open up to feeling those feelings instead of letting them control you. So an example of that is, right, I had 2 boyfriends in my past. I've had more than that, but there's 2 in particular, and the reason that I put them both together is because they both said the exact same sentence to me early on in the relationship, the exact same words. They both said, I don't have a jealous bone in my body. What a weird phrase to say, right? But they both said it in that exact same way. Now, those 2 boyfriends were the most jealous boyfriends I've ever had. And that just goes to show, why were they saying that? Why were they, like, everyone gets jealous. Everyone should get jealous. If your partner's cheating on you, you should get jealous. Jealousy is like a valid emotion to feel in that respect. Only a psycho would not feel that if someone's cheating, right? So what's so wrong with jealousy? Oh, well, it doesn't make me a man or whatever. So I'm going to say that I don't have a jealous bone in my body, that emotion doesn't exist within me. And so I give it total power over me. They were the most jealous boyfriends I've ever had because they didn't want to own that. There's nothing wrong with jealousy. So sure, there's something wrong with jealousy when we're just making it up, like they did. They had no reason for it. But if there's reason for it, you feel it, of course. Why deny that? That's like saying I don't have a sad bone in my body. No, sadness, never feel it. Oh, I can lose anything and not feel sad. No. So own your emotions, Aries, and not just anger. Two of Pentacles. Things are up in the air. There's something to let go of. And then open your heart. What is it? Oh, it's love. So simply romance. So relationships are up in the air because you're not sure of opening your heart up. An old pattern needs to end first. It seems to be like choice to me. You need to start choosing the right people. Aries. Owning your decisions, realizing why you make decisions for relationships, why you choose who you choose, and then owning that decision like the King of Wands, like I choose you, I claim you, you're the one for me, and I'm going to put the effort in for the relationship. So the Five of Cups and the Knight of Materials, instead of focusing on, well, how are you tipping over that cup? How are you tipping over that cup? Because you're not certain about the choices you make. Again, it's a similar kind of message. You're not certain of the choices that you're making. You're kind of second guessing yourself. So you're like, should I put one foot in front of the other? Well, I'm not sure I really want to get there. I'm not sure my choice is right. So that's how you keep on tipping the cup over is, you see she's got a foot in it there. She's like, oh, it's all pouring down the drain. But she's got a foot in it and she's tipping it over with her foot. Like it's happening to her. She's like, oh, it's going, but her foot is doing it. So whatever it is you've been doing, Aries, you've been choosing to do it, yes, unconsciously, but now it's time this week to make it conscious and be firmer in that and know why you want something, why you're choosing something, and get firm in that and then choose it. Like the King of Wands. Love life, Aries? What's going on in your love life? Very soon. Something's going on very soon. Maybe not this week, but very soon. And let's get you one of these heart cards out, Aries. If I can pick it up. Oh, I think it's that loyalty card. We'll see. Very hard to be loyal, Aries, to, no, it's forgiveness. It's very hard to be loyal to someone that's not right for us. We're always going to stray. We can't sustain that energy if we're not truly passionate about something, which is why you've got to make the choice wisely. Forgiveness. You're now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurt. So you need to forgive yourself for the decisions that you made in the past when we've all done it. We've all made stupid decisions. We've all made unwise decisions, and then we learn, we grow. We get to know ourselves more. We get to know how we made decisions before, and then we don't do it again. We learn from that, right? Hopefully. Taurus. What about you? Taurus, let's find out. What is this King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration? The thing you're going to claim and be a hell yes for you. What is it? Jealousy and move away. Right. It's the, I'm claiming this. I'm putting myself out there. This is what I want, and I don't care who's going to be jealous of me, because there's going to be reactions, right, Taurus? So don't let that hold you back. Yes, people will react to it. People that are holding themselves back are going to react to you moving forward. People that haven't got what you're going for are going to get jealous when you get what you're going for. Don't let that hold you back. Go for it anyway. So move away from letting other people control what you're desiring and what you're going for just because of their lack of it or their reaction, their jealous reaction to it. Make people jealous, Taurus. King of Cups and the Magician, the emotional part. Ah, yeah. Taurus. So what's the emotional part that's holding you back from manifesting what you want? Simply, I'm good enough. So it's you feeling not good enough. Again, that kind of comes back to that King of Wands, doesn't it? Why would you be bothered about like whether someone feels jealous or not, whether someone feels anger or not, whether someone feels sadness or not, because that's their feelings, right? Not yours. That's the way that they're taking it. So why are you bothered about that? Because you're not feeling good enough. It's like wanting to prove yourself, wanting to make everyone happy because you're not good enough just for you to want it and for you to get it for yourself. So yeah, work on that emotional response of I'm not really worthy of it, I'm not really good enough. It's simply that's making you emotional. So the Two of Pentacles, something's up in the air because you need to stop something in order to open your heart up. What is that, Taurus? Oh, it's the past. Scapegoat, being blamed for something in the past. Innocent, and is it true? So you feel blamed for something in the past, and it's like you're punishing yourself still for that. You need to stop doing that. Maybe that's why you're not feeling good enough, Taurus. You need to stop. There's some things you couldn't fix, you couldn't manifest, there's some things you just can't do, Taurus. And things that you couldn't do in the past, you need to let up on that. You're innocent. You didn't do something wrong. It feels to me, Taurus, like you've made yourself impossible tasks, like fixing a situation that couldn't be fixed. And you're making yourself wrong for that. But stop making yourself feel wrong. You're innocent. And yeah, you don't need to carry the weight of those. Of the past, really. Don't carry the weight of the past, Taurus. So how are you tipping over that bowl and it's stopping you from moving forward? Look at this, Taurus. You've got listen and listen out. So listen and listen, it means that you're being shown, omens here. Omens came out with that. How are you tipping that bowl over? And then going, oh, it's all tipping away as you're pouring it out. Listen. You've got lots of signs about that, Taurus. It's going to be on an individual basis for you, but you're being shown over and over again how it is that you're doing that. So listen very carefully at the feedback that you're getting from the universe there, because it's showing you, it's telling you how it is that you keep on tipping that cup over, letting your love spill all over the place. Taurus, what about your love life? You deserve love. You're lovable, you're good enough, you deserve the good things, you can claim them, doesn't matter if other people are jealous, you can go for it, you deserve love. You are good enough. You didn't do something wrong in the past. You're okay, Taurus. You deserve love. And Taurus, humility. You develop the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same but on different paths. Right, and this might be something of how you're holding yourself back because of other people's reactions to it, jealous reactions to it. So maybe you're a little bit too humble and too bothered about other people's reactions rather than, oh, they're just on a different path, so I can claim this thing that I like because I like these things, and not everyone likes that. Not everyone needs to choose that, and that's okay. So this is about you realizing your path is for you, and it's okay for you to choose the people, the things, the jobs, the businesses, the money, the luxuries, the food, all the things that Taurus loves. It's okay for you to choose those things and for other people not to choose that. And Gemini. What's this? King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration. So what are you claiming? Encouragement and travel, Gemini. So supportive people to your dreams. So this is, you're not claiming something because you want validation from other people first, that you're doing the right thing, or you want them to back you up. You want them to say, yes, you're doing a good thing now. You want to pat you on the back and say, yes, Gemini. Yes, do that, Gemini. Because you want that encouragement. To the travel, it's like going places. Before you'll go places, you want people to back you up saying yes. So I would suggest to do that for yourself. Back yourself up. Give yourself that encouragement that you want from other people. Because when you start giving it to yourself, you'll start getting it from other people. If you're questioning yourself, if you're not sure yourself, you're going to attract questioning from other people too. They're going to say, "Are you sure about this?" They're going to tell you all your doubts. If you're sure about it yourself, if you're coming in like the King of Wands, you're going to attract people that say yes, yes. You're going to attract people that say no as well, because there's a mixture everywhere. King of Cups and the Magician. So what is this triggering or emotions or whatever that's holding you back, Gemini? It's romance. It's romance, and maybe you're bothered about stepping forward, Gemini, and claiming something because you can think it's going to make you less romantically attractive or something. You know, like some people, some women especially, might think, I can't be really successful because it's important for me to have a relationship, and a man won't want me if I'm successful because they're emasculated by that, and will only want to get into a relationship with someone that's not successful. Something like that. You might be telling yourself all kinds of stories like that. So question that, because that's an emotional reaction to it. You are allowed to be yourself, and your true partner, your true romance, will be the one that loves you as you truly are, when you're fully being yourself. Two of Pentacles to Death and the Five of Emotions. So things are up in the air because you're not letting something end and opening your heart. What is this about? Jealousy and release guilt. Okay. So you feel guilty when you go for something, Gemini, that other people don't have, the ones that are going to get triggered. Well, everyone's got equal access. They could go for it too. So don't hold yourself back because of that, and don't feel guilty. Lead the way instead. What about being a leader? What if they're just behind you? What if you need to go ahead of them and inspire them to do the same thing? Show them that it can be done and let them go for it themselves. So you need to stop making it about everyone else, Gemini, and open your heart to you receiving it for you. Maybe you're the only person in the world that deserves this thing. You're not, but people have got to decide whether they deserve it themselves and go for it. Everyone deserves success, but not everyone's going to do what it takes to get that success. Some people will, some people won't. Are you going to? Because it's got nothing to do with what anyone else chooses or not. You've got to choose it for yourself. You're the important one in your life. How are you tipping the cup over, Gemini? Doubt cancels abundance. So you doubt you can have the freedom and the abundance at the same time. That's how you're tipping your cup over. You're like, oh yeah, I'd love that freedom and the money, but let me just flush the money down the toilet. There's something like that. You're tying up the money with the freedom, the abundance and the freedom, and doubting you can have both at the same time. So it's stopping you from walking toward and actually making it happen. I made it happen. I knew I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I was prepared to give for it and what I wasn't, and so I created the freedom that I want and the abundance that I want. So don't doubt it. You can have it. You can have what you want. You can have what's right for you. So don't tip that cup over like that. Walk toward what you want instead. And your love life this week, Gemini. Your love life. For Gemini, Gemini's love life. This one is by itself. Chemistry. Ooh, someone has sparked you. Maybe you've noticed somebody. Maybe someone's grabbed your attention there, and you can feel a few stirrings, some chemistry going on. All the more reason to open up, you know. Gemini, let's get our heart out for you. Individuality. Be your freaky self, Gemini. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do, and you're allowed to choose for yourself as well and have things just for you. And yeah, you're worthy. You're worthy, Gemini. You're allowed to have the good things that you want, even if no one else has got it. Even if you're the only one in the world, you are. You're not the only one in the world, but you're allowed to have it, even if you're the only one in the world. Okay, no, who have we got now? Cancer. King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration. So what is this for you to claim and make your debut? Oh, Cancer. Okay, mirror, reflection, and friend. So you want to put someone else there up on that stage and do that debut thing. You want to help them. You want to put them up there. It's like, no, you go first. That kind of an energy here. No, you go first, Cancer. Like, you've got friends around you that are mirror images of you. So why try and put them up there? Why not put yourself up there? You can't do it for them. Use your encouragement for yourself. Encourage yourself to get up there on that center stage, and yeah, do it for yourself. You can't do it for anyone else. Encourage yourself as much as you encourage your friends. The mirror, you've got them around you for a reason. The mirrored images of you, they're showing you something about yourself. You've got it within you too, Cancer. And you can be very like that, Cancer. Very loving and caring and helping others kind of thing, but you deserve that help too, so that others help you. And help yourself, encourage yourself. I don't know why I'm becoming breathless. King of Cups and the Magician. So how is your emotional reactions holding you back from manifesting what you want? Seriously, for everybody, it's this. It's the lovers or the romance. This block that everyone has to having what they want and also being able to have a relationship too. Why wouldn't a potential partner not want you to have everything that you want? It makes no sense. Of course, if they really love you, they're going to want you to have everything that you want. So don't hold yourself back from what you want because you want a relationship. Where did we get this idea from? I don't know, but it's romantic relationships that are holding you back there. And what I mean by that is you're like, oh yeah, well, I'd love to go for that success, but I want a relationship too, and I'm not going to get one if I get that success. Well, why not? It could be something as simple as, oh, I either choose to have a career or a family. If I don't, I can't have both. If I choose a career, then I'm giving up the relationship, I'm giving up the family. It doesn't have to be so. Why should that be so? So, things are up in the air because you need to stop something and open your heart up. What is this, Cancer? Soften and open and criticism. So you need to stop with the criticism, the self-criticism, putting yourself down. As I said, you're encouraging to everyone else. Encourage yourself instead. Stop putting yourself down. So accept compliments. Receive more in, especially from yourself. Like, compliment yourself. Tell yourself what you're good at. Have a chant in the morning of I'm great, I'm inspired, just tell yourself a lot of great things about yourself in the shower in the morning or something to pump yourself up like that. You do it for everyone else, Cancer, do it for yourself, and then your heart will soften and open when it feels safe to. If you're not criticizing yourself, like, how is anyone going to open up if you're constantly criticizing them? When you're doing it to yourself, how are you ever going to open up if you're constantly criticizing yourself? So how are you tipping that cup over instead of, so it's stopping you, the loss is stopping you from wanting to move forward toward what it is that you want? Healing. It's because you're not healed yet, so you keep on tipping that cup over. So the sabotages kick in when we're not healed. We keep on with those patterns that don't serve us when we're not healed. The sabotages. Wounded people do stupid shit. Really stupid stuff. We do when we're unhealed. We do really stupid things that just sabotages everything because we're not healed and we remain wounded, the victim and stuff. So it's going to be on an individual basis, but you need to wake up to that and notice what it is that you're doing now, how you're kicking the cup over. Kicking the cup over and going, oh, I've lost out. I can't have what I want. What about your love life, Cancer? What's going on in your love life this week? Can't speak. I'm getting out of breath and I can't speak. What's up with me? Maybe I've made too many videos. I have been constantly talking since 7 a.m. and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. It's safe for you to love. Cancer, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart. It's safe for you to be successful and to love as well. It's safe for you to love. You're allowed. You're allowed to love and you're allowed to be loved and you're allowed to have other stuff as well. Whatever you want, Cancer. What would you like, Cancer? What mix of things in your life would you like? Because you're allowed to have it all. If you want. You've got transformation. Transformative week for you, Cancer. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. This isn't just love for other people, it's extending that love to yourself as well. Stop beating yourself up, transform yourself through your loving presence for yourself. Leo. Is it Leo? Leo, what's this King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration for you? What's this claiming something and putting yourself out there center stage? Nice. So Leo, you've got great expansion here, so bigger things, and compassion for yourself so you can put yourself out there to get bigger things. So this seems to me, Leo, that you're too willing to put a lot of energy into something that you don't get very much back from. And this is saying, like, have compassion for yourself and don't be so willing to do that. Be more willing, yeah, be willing to put the work in for sure. But when you're center stage, for you being center stage, for your stuff, that's really going to fire you up and power. So it's going to make you passionate, right? It's going to sustain that energy. So Leo, if you find that you've been pouring too much energy into something and then your commitment to it wanes and you're like, you just lose that passion in it, and it's because you're putting it into the wrong things. You're not expecting enough back for yourself. Like, do it for yourself. So this could be a call to entrepreneurship for you, Leo. Doing something for yourself, or if you're already in that, Leo, making sure that there's plenty of return back for it. So not pouring your efforts into things that are just going down the drain like this. So being compassionate to yourself and what you want. So focusing on those the things that bring you most profit and things like that bring you most happiness. Not just monetary profit, yes, that too, but the things that fill you up most of all. King of Cups and the Magician. So how is your emotional reactions, Leo, causing you not to be able to manifest very easily? Rest, relax, relief, create. Right. So it is the wearing yourself out. So you're too willing to put so much energy into something for someone else, or just for you to get a little bit back from it. And if you were to put that same energy into something for you, you'd be fired up about it. So be a bit more selfish, Leo. Never thought I'd say that, but be a bit more selfish. So conserve your energy, really honor your energy and what you put into something, and make sure that you're getting equal back from that. Balance it up. Two of Pentacles. So Leo, you've got to stop something and open your heart so that things aren't up in the air anymore. What's this? Okay, so yeah, you've got to stop with the perfectionist thing. Maybe that's why you're offering too much energy. Stop with the perfectionist thing, and also stop feeling guilty as well. Stop feeling guilty. So when we feel guilty, we attract punishment, right? And so I don't know, it feels like you're giving yourself an impossible task here, as in perfect, but then feel guilty for being at the top or being the best or something. So you're expecting yourself to be the best, but then feeling guilty about that too. You're kind of tying yourself up in knots there. So things are up in the air because you're not streamlined and making it be okay for you to want what you want and actually go for it and do it for yourself, Leo. How are you tipping the cup over? Willingness and romance. Okay, so you're pouring energy into the wrong romances here, Leo, is what it's saying. This is saying, like, reach high, you're willing to do a lot of work, you've got great things going on for you here in your business and stuff like that. And so how come you're kicking the cup over? Oh, in your love life, you're not going for those same heights. You're not willing to put as much effort into that. You're not picking the best for you there. You're just kind of gaining your energy, using good energy in your work, and then in your love life, just settling for hardly anything at all. Tipping your cup over like that. So too willing to be any kind of romantic with anyone kind of thing. So maybe you're just wasting a lot of your life force on romances, I don't know, off what's it called? Can't even remember now. Those apps, those dating apps, you know, maybe just hold yourself back from the romance for now until someone worthy of you shows up. And then choose them when they do. Okay, love life. So give us more on Leo's love life, please. Wedding? Seriously? Are you getting married, Leo? Or you want to get married? You want commitment? Ah, so you've got to start choosing the right people. You're not going to find them on Tinder. Yeah. Yeah, I would focus on other parts of your life at the moment, just with these energies that are coming out. Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Evolution. I would evolve yourself to be who you want to be within your work and all of this other stuff first. I think that's good advice for everybody, really. And then, because as I said, your ideal partner is going to be a different person when you're doing all of that, when you're really successful. So, yeah, do that first, and then let the love find you naturally. Virgo. What's this King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration for you? So what's your hell yes that you need to claim and say, I want this? Brilliant detachment. Brilliant detachment. Wow. So, Virgo, this seems to me like you're going from strength to strength, or you need to go from strength to strength. So, when you get to a certain level of vibration, it makes it harder and harder to let go, because you have to let go of what's really good or even brilliant to go to something that's even more brilliant. And it's hard because we're so used to giving ourselves permission when things are really shitty to let go of them and detach from them. But you're at this certain level where you need to reach for the next, reach for the next. And so maybe there's this little voice inside of your head, Virgo, saying, but you've already got it good. Why would you want even more than that? Well, why not? Why not reach new heights? So brilliant detachment. Go for what you want. Allow yourself to let go of what's good to get something even better. You don't have to wait for things to get really shitty before you let them go. Claim something that's even better. Something really good out there for you, Virgo. King of Cups and the Magician. So how are your emotions holding you back from manifesting what it is you really want? Innocent and allow. Oh, you're beating yourself up. Of course you are, you're Virgo. Yeah, you beat yourself up. So you don't think you're innocent, you're feeling guilty, and you feel just so bad about yourself and what you have done and what you haven't done that it makes you feel emotional, and I hope nobody finds out. It's that kind of an energy. I hope nobody finds out how terrible I am. Got a smile on your face, pretending you're confident out there, but inside you're like, oh God, I hope nobody finds out how terrible I am. So you're not allowing what you really want. That's how you're not manifesting, because you feel terrible about yourself. You're beating yourself up. Stop that. Internal combustion is what I'm picking up on there. You're internalizing these emotions, pointing the finger at yourself all the time, telling yourself off inside. Stop that. How? How can you stop that, Virgo? Maybe be a bit more honest with your emotions on the outside. Maybe feel those emotions and cry instead. Or feel those emotions and admit it to people and say, I'm beating myself up now. Or, you know, when you just said that thing, I made it mean that I'm a terrible person. Maybe you need to start admitting your emotions like that, and instead of internalizing them and beating yourself up. Two of Pentacles, the Death, and the Five of Emotions. So things are up in the air because there's something that you need to stop so that you can open your heart up. What is it? Rest and refocus. Constantly keeping on going, but not getting that clarity, not stopping for long enough to get that clarity to focus on what you actually want. It's treading water. It's trying to stay above the waves kind of thing. It's a survival mechanism, but I don't think you really need to be in that survival. Such a trap. Yeah, getting focused on survival. It's such a trap instead of abundance, I mean. Because it keeps you in that survival level. And it's hard and it's stressful there. So Got rest and refocus here. Give yourself a break. You need to give yourself a break. Stop being so hard on yourself, Virgo. Give yourself a break and allow yourself to refocus on what you really want. Yeah, that's survival. You can't do anything good from that point. You can't decide on like good things. You just do whatever you can just to keep your head above water. It's not a place to do anything really good creatively or even decide what it is that you truly want in your life so that you can actually start working toward it like this. The Five of Cups and the Knight of Materials, taking the steps towards something that's not just for survival, it's for abundance. You could be having financial problems because of this at the moment, Virgo, and it is because of this. Yes, it's a reaction to financial problems, but if you delve back, if you've had non-financial problems in the past, when that tipping point happened, you will have been feeling a loss, a reaction. You get yourself in that fight, in that survival mode, and then it's very difficult to get yourself out of it. It's just a mind frame too, and then you attract everything that confirms it, the financial situation that confirms it. Eek. So Five of Cups, how are you tipping your cup over? Patience, gentle, quieted heart. Yeah. How are you tipping your cup over, Virgo? Well, you're a little bit too patient for things to change on the outside. So it's like, well, I'll just wait for the weather to change. The weather can't change because you are directing that weather with your energy inside of yourself. So what you're really waiting for is you to have this gentle, quieted heart, for you to calm yourself down, stop beating yourself up, feel better about yourself, rest, and then think about, what is it I really want in life? Maybe I should start working toward that and just forget about the survival things for now. I will survive. Forget about the survival things now. Get focused on something bigger and better. Rest. Look after myself emotionally, and then start walking. Like the Knight of Materials, start walking toward what it is that I do want. Get myself out of that rut, that survival rut that I've got myself in. That's what you really want. So it's not going to happen to you. You've got to make it happen yourself through a change in focus. What's going on in your love life, Virgo? What's going on in Virgo's love life? I knew it was that one. Because two cards came out before this was one of them. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like Virgo. They need to love themselves first. Virgo, you need to love yourself first. Trying to find it outside of yourself. You want the weather to change and you not realize that the weather is just a reflection of what's going on inside of you. You want it to happen to you. It's not going to happen to you. You're creating it. Love yourself first, and then things will change. It's time for a reset, really, a reset of your focus. Willingness. You're able to compromise if the end result is love. Love yourself first. Have a reset, refocus, say, you know what, Claire's right. I need to take some time out now. Change things for myself. There's only me that's going to change it now. I need to change it. It's so powerful when you do that. I could tell that story, Virgo, especially because you've got financial stuff coming up here. I used to write down on my vision, not my vision board, my goal list. I used to write my debt down. I had $8,000 I was in debt on my credit card, and I'd write it down. And in my mind, I was writing it down on my goal list, like thinking that the universe was just going to give me a lump sum so I could pay it off. And that's kind of what I was wishing for, like handing all my power away by doing that. But that's kind of what I was wishing for. And it just hit me one day, I think, when I was writing it down. Oh, I need to pay it off myself. Because I've got money coming in. I've had money coming in the last 21 years from my business. So I'm like, oh, I actually need to use that money to pay off my debt. So I just decided that day, okay, 50% of everything that comes in, I'm paying off that debt. Now, at the time, I was in what I've just described about you, Virgo. I was in that survival mode. So I can't give away 50% of what I've got coming in. No, I couldn't. Because then I wouldn't have paid my rent and stuff like that. But when I made that firm decision, okay, I'm going to pay 50% of everything that comes in off my debt. I'm actually going to pay that debt off myself instead of waiting for some universal debt fairy to come in and give me the pile of money so I can pay the debt off. And so, of course, what happened when I started doing that, because I changed my focus and I decided I was going to do it, Well, my money doubled. My money doubled so that I could do it. I just needed to do it and set that as a focus. So that was it. This is that wake up point, Virgo, and you're like, oh, I'm manifesting it myself. I'm keeping myself in survival mode. I need to get myself. Need to make new decisions. Have a different focus. Say, I'm going to do this. Like the King of Wands. I'm going to do this, and then do it. And watch the universe back you up on it. It will. Libra. What's this King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration for you? So what is it that you need to claim, Libra? Work. And doubt cancels abundance. Okay, so your work, your money, you just need to go for what you want now and claim what it is that you want. No more complaining about it. Oh, they won't give me this, they won't give me that. No, they won't. You need to claim it. You need to make that business yourself. Do that work yourself. Claim it, go for it. Do the work that's necessary, make it happen. Fire yourself up like that. Make sure it's something that you really want first, Libra, and then do that work toward it and claim it. Stop doubting the abundance. It's there for everybody, but you've got to put your power into it and actually claim it. You can do anything, but you've actually got to do it and believe in yourself and do it. King of Cups and the Magician. So how are your emotions and your actions and stuff holding you back from manifesting what you want? Believe in yourself and overwhelming. So yeah, you need to believe in yourself and abundance. And you can do it, and you can do it. Fire yourself up. Listen to some inspirational speakers. You can do it. You don't need to be in this overwhelm. Like, why is everyone else so lucky? They're not lucky. They work toward it. Everyone has the same universal energies. But some people just start believing in themselves and they go for it anyway, and they put that work in and then they get it. Everyone, there's no shortcuts. Everyone has to do that. So things are up in the air because you've got to put end something and then open your heart up. Why? What was this all about? Oh, meditate and guidance. So you need to follow your guidance on this. You need to meditate more and get those intuitive downloads yourselves for what it is that needs to end. So you've got recurring patterns. Your higher self wants to get in touch with you directly rather than through this reading to give you that information. So if you have been meditating lately, you might have been getting those answers either during the meditations or after the meditations. I often get my answers after the meditation. So a meditation will get me into a certain zone, and then when I look at Facebook, there'll be an answer there. Or then when I go out and do something, a thought will pop in my mind. It could be like that for you too, but you're going to get your answers directly. That's good. Five of Cups. How is it that you're kicking that cup over and then going, oh, look, it's pouring away? Instead of taking one step at a time, right, and being at peace with that. One step at a time and being at peace with that. So here's the thing. Who am I doing now? Libra. Here's the thing, Libra. There are no shortcuts. Everyone has to take one step at a time. There's no magic carpet rides here. We've all got 2 feet and we all need to get ourselves there. So be at peace with that. And you're like, no, I'm sure everyone else is flying. No, they're not. Everyone else is putting one foot in front of the other. No one's got any special magic. Everyone's getting themselves there by putting one foot in front of the other. Be cool about that. Be at peace with that. Don't believe the bullshit of people trying to market their stuff. That's all they're trying to do. They're just trying to market their stuff, saying, the shortcuts, I did it magically. I just put my website there and it was just instant. It wasn't ever like that. Don't believe them. They're lying. They're lying. So if you realize that they're lying, then you can just take that pressure off yourself. Why haven't you found that magic carpet yet? Because it doesn't exist. And it didn't work for anybody. What about your love life, Libra? That's how you're tipping your cup over. You think you're not privileged or you're not lucky because you think that there's someone lucky out there that found the shortcut. They found the shortcut. They found that instant success. They didn't. And if they're telling you they did, they're just lying to you to sell you something. Give your relationship a chance. Give your relationship a chance. Give yourself a chance too here. Give yourself a chance, Libra. And your relationships too. What else for Libra? You got detachment. Let it go. You're releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideas of love. Getting real. Growing up. Getting real. Waking up. especially to the bullshit that you've bought into through marketing. So much out there. There's bullshit science out there masquerading as marketing. You know, when kids like truly believe that 9 out of 10 dentists prefer a certain toothpaste, and they'll tell you that when you go shopping for toothpaste. Because they believe that stuff, but we do as adults as well. It's not real science. It's not. There's so much bullshit marketing out there. There is. Okay, who's next? Scorpio. I'm losing my voice. Scorpio, what is this King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration? What is it you need to claim now, Scorpio? Initiate and sabotage. What an interesting combination of cards. Why? Okay. So Scorpio, you're rushing into something too fast here. And you're going to be sorry. So this is weird. I wasn't expecting this. Right, so the King of Wands is about you claiming something, saying, yes, I'm going for it. And debut, putting yourself out there, something that you're really behind. This is saying you're kind of jumping into that too fast before you've really asked yourself maturely, the coming of age, maturely, is this thing right for you? You're steaming on in there going, it is right for me. I want this. I'm having it. And it's not right for you. And the universe is like, oh no, it's just 1 hour, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. And it's not really right for you, but you want to storm on in there. And it's like, well, watch out. You're initiating a sabotage here. You're going, it's like, I just want to rush toward it. It's got to be right for me. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to claim it for my own anyway. Be careful. Be careful of what you're choosing here, because it's a sabotage. You dashing into that. Wait until you're really behind something. Something really sparks your heart. You really love someone before you go for it. King of Cups, so what's your emotional, how are you tripping yourself up emotionally here? Clear guidance. Okay, clear guidance. So this could be why you think that thing is right for you and you're steaming on in there, because you're not trusting your own guidance and your own decisions. Yeah, because you're not trusting your own guidance. So you're having an emotion. You can't really trust yourself. You haven't got the clarity to make a clear decision of whether something's right for you or not, or whether you'd prefer something or not. And so you're trusting external guidance. Maybe you get a sign, or you think something's a sign to go for it, and you're like, right, this person is right for me, or that thing or that job is right for me, I'm going to go for it. And then it's saying like you're initiating a sabotage here because you're trusting the wrong signs. So got to clear yourself and take it back to basics. What's right for you? It's a choice. Like, what would you prefer? There's nothing that's like right for you or wrong for you. Just what would you prefer? What's better for you, Scorpio? Really getting back to listening to your heart and your own guidance and what's right for you. That's what that's asking for, rather than being fear-based. Like, I should want this thing, I'm going to go for this thing. I'm going to rush toward that thing and get it. So things are up in the air because there's something that you need to stop, put a death to, so you can open your heart. Oh, here you go, Scorpio. So this says release guilt and face the situation. So you're feeling guilty about something. You don't want to let it go. You're trying to persist through something that isn't right for you, because you don't want to let it go. You can't put a death to it because that would be failure. Persisting with something just to win kind of thing. And you don't need to. You can let it go. Why won't you let it go? Because you feel guilty about it. So it's like, no, I will finish this. I will win this. Otherwise, I feel too bad. That's the kind of energy of, oh, I chose someone to be in a relationship with. I chose the wrong person, but I'm going to stick with them and just show that I can win. It's not good for anybody, that. It's like the energy of staying in a bad relationship for the children or something like that. It's that kind of an energy. It's not opening your heart. It's not ending things that should be ended. Watch out for that. Choose for your heart, Scorpio. Choose for your heart what feels better for you, because that's what's best for everybody, right? Right? That's those parents that should break up for the sake of the children. Should break up for the sake of the children. Should listen to the heart and what's best for them. Because if mommy and daddy are happy, the children are going to be happy. It's not good for the children to be in a with unhappy parents that are staying together. Yeah, so that's why you need to listen to your heart. It could be the situation for some of you that are watching this, but it's not necessary. But I think we can all understand that, right? Is that just shows that when we do what's right for us, it is right for everyone else too. So how are you kicking your cup over? Intimacy and find a new approach. In relationships, you keep on kicking the cup over, pouring your love down the drain, pouring your love, well, probably because you're not choosing your heart. You're not choosing what you really want for yourself, what makes you feel better. Because of that guilt stuff again, So don't do that. Scorpio, what's going on in your love life this week? Love life for Scorpio. It feels like you've been fighting yourself, Scorpio, here, because you've not been listening to your heart and what you really want, what would really make you happy. Even if it's not as big and grand as you might think. Even if it might not make you feel like a winner, it could actually be right for you. Retreat from your love life. So not much going on in your love life this week, Scorpio. Sorry about that. And Scorpio, what else? Creativity, nice. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. So you're going to lift your energy more, Scorpio, by making some decisions and the rest of it. Start choosing for your heart in your business and your ideas and your creativity. That's going to help you out of this kind of, I don't want to call it that, cold-hearted rut. That sounds worse than it is. It's not. It's just leaving your heart out of it. It's not cold-hearted, really, because that makes you sound really bad. It's just leaving your heart out of it. So warming up your heart to yourself. You can do it but easiest now, not through relationships, through creativity. Relationships will follow suit. Sagittarius, what is this King of Wands for you? What's this debut thing, the thing you're going to claim as yours? Initiate and gentle arcanus. Oh, something new. Yeah, something new, Sagittarius. Are you brave enough to initiate it, to start something new? Do you have the entrepreneurial vibe around you? I made this stuff up, what I did. I started my business 21 years ago. I started doing it online before anyone was doing it online. There was some like tarot stuff online at the time, but it was when Twitter first started and I started doing like these mini messages with people. I was the first one doing that. And I've just made it up. Are you brave enough to make something up like that? The entrepreneurial thing where we just make a new job up and we do it, because I feel that that's what you're being asked to do now, and be okay about that. Being okay about making something up and being a leader in it. What do you want to be when you grow up, Sagittarius? I don't know. It's not been invented yet, but I'm going to invent it. Claire, where did you get the idea for your business? I made it up. I just made it up. Are you allowed to get money through making something up? Yes, I am, because I make it okay for myself to do it. Now there's plenty of people doing it. And I love that. It's great. And there's never been a better time for that, Sagittarius. So make something up and do it. What would you like to do? King of Cups and the Magician. So how are your emotions holding you back? Yeah, decisions. So being unsure about your decisions that you're making, not being totally clear on it. That's probably why you don't want to start that new thing. You've probably had a lot of ideas and that, but which one's the right idea? Which one should I move forward with? I can't decide. How do I know if it's right? But this being supportive as well. Shouldn't I be helping other people? And you've got a lot of questions going on inside of yourself instead of making a firm decision. Why do I want to do this thing? Just for the hell of it, because it'll be fun. Why are you doing that? Because I like it. But didn't you just make that job up? Yeah, that's okay too. This is calling for you to be more sure about yourself, the decisions that you make. Just because you want to do it, that's enough. Two of Pentacles, the Death, and the Five of Emotions. So you need to end something to open up your heart so that things aren't up in the air anymore. Sagittarius, completion, better feeling thoughts. It's all about you're second guessing yourself. You're asking yourself way too many questions about the decisions that you make. Is it right? Am I doing the right thing? Should it be this idea or that idea? So much so you completely scupper yourself and don't do a thing. Don't do that. Make a decision, any decision, the one that feels best, the one that you want to do most. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. How are you kicking the cup over, Sagittarius? Shall we guess? Ah, okay. Oh, Sagittarius. Okay, it's about your heart and not believing in it. Why don't you believe in yourself? Well, let's take it back to the beginning. What I was saying about the King of Wands. The King of Wands knows what he wants, right? And he goes and claims it. And then what was I talking about? I was talking about this coming of age, making wise decisions. We don't just like, oh, I'm attracted to you, so we should be able to have a relationship with us together that's long lasting. No, that's idiotic. Like, we don't make decisions like that. But we have made decisions. We've all made decisions like that in the past. But that's not how we're going to make them now. We're going to actually ask ourselves, are we compatible? Do we want the same things in life? And so this is telling me you keep on kicking the cup over, because instead of realizing, oh, I made a stupid decision, you're saying, oh, there's something wrong with my heart. There's nothing wrong with your heart, Sagittarius. There's nothing wrong with your heart. Just because you made stupid decisions and you didn't use your mind at the same time, we've all done that. Doesn't mean that our hearts are faulty. It's that our decision-making process was faulty, yeah? Just relying on a feeling. So stop questioning your heart. Trust your heart. There's nothing faulty about it. We shouldn't be able to make decisions based on a feeling and it work every time. Well, we need to listen to our hearts, yeah, but we need to be balanced and use our heads at the same time. So start trusting your heart more, Sagittarius, but it's not the whole picture. Romantic feelings. Sagittarius, you've got romantic feelings towards someone this week. It could be someone new coming into your life that you're feeling romantic about. Remember to make healthy choices. That card just yelled at me. Yeah? Healthy choices. Romantic feelings. Oh, but I don't trust my heart. Well, don't let it be all about the romantic feelings. Talk to them too. Find out who they are and what they want. Friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Maybe a little bit too easy. And I'm saying that just because of what I was saying there. Don't let it be all about the romantic feelings. It feels like you get romantic feelings. You're like, this is it. This is the one. I've got romantic feelings. It must mean that they are the one. You throw yourself in and you're like, oh my God, there's something wrong with my heart. There's nothing wrong with your heart. Your heart is meant to feel those romantic feelings and these connections. There's something wrong with your decision-making process. That shouldn't be everything. And I see this in the spiritual community so much. Meet someone. My heart feels something. They must be my twin flame. What? Even though they're abusive to you and they're a narcissist? No, they're not. Don't take those feelings as meaning everything. It doesn't mean ignore those feelings. There's important information in there for you, but that information could be that they remind you of your narcissistic parent. The feelings, we get feelings for a certain reason. If we've got some kind of connection with it, doesn't mean it's good for us. That's when we've got to use our heads, right? And we've got to know ourselves and our patterns. So watch out. And Capricorn, what about you? What's this King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration for you? So what's this thing that you need to claim? Before done. Working alone, interesting. So you've got the entrepreneurial vibe as well. Capricorn, of course you do. Capricorn, you might want to work alone and make something up and do something yourself. And what I mean by that is make up a new job or a new business. Just make it up. Like, be alone, decide what you want to do, create it, do your own thing, and claim that and make sure that you're getting plenty back from it too. Working for yourself. I mean, yeah, you're ideal for that, really, working for yourself. So you might be getting leads on that this week, inspiration within you to do that. And that might inspire you enough, if you're getting the results of it, it's all for you, to put a lot of effort, to put the lots of effort required to make it really successful, if you're reaping the rewards for that. So I would highly suggest you going into business by yourself, working alone at first, especially. King of Cups. So what is this emotional stuff that's holding you back? It's interesting, isn't it? Meditate and strength and courage. So this is your strength. This is your strength, Capricorn. Everyone else on the planet can see it, even without knowing you. You're a Capricorn. We know that about you because that's what you like. But you can't see it yourself. You're questioning it yourself. And that is the devil thing, isn't it? The devil is that doubt. It's that insecurity. It's the not recognizing our own strengths, and it's the downplaying of it. So that's what you're doing. That's how you're scuppering yourself there with your meditations. Is you're not no, with your manifestations, is that you're not believing in yourself. So this is saying, like, meditate to believe in yourself more, because you've got the strengths. Everyone else can see it. You're not claiming it for yourself. So Two of Pentacles, Death, and the Five of Emotions. Something that you need to end so that you can open your heart so things aren't up in the air. Communicate and guidance. It feels like you've had a lot of signs to do these things. It's a business thing that you're moving forward on. Lots of signs to do it, but not quite believing in that. You need to stop that. A lot of questioning yourself here. You might have been hanging out with Virgo too much. A lot of questioning yourself, or you might have Virgo placement in your chart. Yeah. Stop questioning yourself so much and trust your guidance. I don't know what to say about that. The communication, it's about listening to your guidance and paying attention to it. How are you kicking the cup over? Flowing in service. Wasting your energies for other people. I can't get past that. I'm just getting this message. Capricorn, you need to work alone now. You need to do your own thing. You need to start your own business. Do it for yourself. You're going to be fired up if you do that. So stop putting yourself down. It's your strength. You can do it. If anyone can do it, Capricorn can. Seriously. So stop flowing. You're kicking the cup down the drain, expending your energy for other people. Do it for yourself instead. Then it will flow. Do it for yourself. Love life, Capricorn? What's going on in your love life this week? Capricorn's love life, what's going on? Forgiving and learning. Yeah, we've all made mistakes. We learn from it. So, yeah, forgiving and learning. We've all made mistakes. And it might be tied up with your business too. You might have been romantically involved with somebody and in business too, doing it for them. You lost the relationship, you lost the business too. You thought you were doing it for you, for both of you as a couple, and you found out, oh no, it was their business. I was just helping them. I lost those years, and I've lost that person, and all that effort that I put in. It wasn't for me after all. Be careful of that, putting your energy into other people's stuff, believing it's yours, believing you're going to get something out of it. I've seen a lot of people do that, hey, pouring a lot of their energy into someone else's business, and then kind of, especially when it's a partner, feeling disgruntled when they don't end up with a part of it at the end of it. And it's like, well, but it was their business. It's like, yeah, but I put so much into it. Just like, well, that's your fault. It was still their business. You can't just like go and help someone out in their own business so much that you deserve some of it. That's not the way it goes. It's the person that started that business that put themselves on the line, that took those risks, that put the money into it, that deserve the business because it's their business. It doesn't matter who mistakenly put their energy into it, poured their energy into it too much. Still doesn't mean that you deserve the business. So you might have, I don't know, that just popped into my head there. You might have been in that kind of situation. Forgive yourself and learn from that. Don't do it again. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being, right? But be loyal to yourself. Do it for yourself now. You've shown that you can do it, but you poured it down the drain before for someone else. Do it for yourself. Loyalty, let me read this again. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. This is saying that you've got what it takes to do this. You've got what it takes to do this. You've already even proved it. Now, if you do it for yourself, boom, it will work for you. Do it for yourself. You've already done it. Now just do it for yourself and it will be amazing. Aquarius, what's this King of Wands and the Seven of Inspiration for you? So, what do you need to claim here? No. Yeah. Okay, it's not saying what you need to claim, but it's saying what you need to let go of. This is saying why you're not stepping up and claiming something for yourself. Because judgment, you can come up with a million reasons why not to, a million reasons why you shouldn't want what you want, a million reasons why not to claim something, a million reasons why not to put yourself out there, a million reasons why not to start your YouTube channel. I could go on all day with a million reasons why not to. So all of those judgments, all of those excuses, stop it, because it's just, you're nowhere near this energy, Aquarius. Oh. Aquarius energy has taken a dip since we got into the age of Aquarius. Have you noticed that? I have. So maybe more challenging for you now, challenging times for you. King of Cups, what's this emotional stuff that's holding you back from manifestations? Appreciating yourself and love what is. Appreciate yourself, doing things for yourself, right? Doing things for yourself instead of doing things for other people. Wow, it's coming up for so many signs. But yeah, doing things for yourself instead of doing things for other people. You and Capricorn, pouring your energy out into the wrong places, doing stuff for other people instead of focusing on yourself and doing it for yourself. You need to start doing things for yourself. So you're making yourself feel emotional because you're leaving yourself out of it. And so you're pouring all your energy into someone else to help them or something. Then feeling left out of it, emotional hurt after that. How come I'm left with nothing? Because you just poured your energy out. You just poured your cup out. That's this one, right? That's how you're pouring your cup out. But it's resulting in you feeling bad. And you're like, well, how come I didn't get anything for myself? Because you didn't put your energy into something for yourself. You put your energy into something for someone else, or in someone else, in someone else's life, or in someone else's business, or whatever, but not doing something for yourself, for a return for yourself. So why is everything up in the air? What is it that you need to end so that you can open your heart? This moment, and who am I? Even asking yourself who you are here, Aquarius. So who am I without doing that for other people, without putting everyone else first, without who am I to even do something for myself? Like I said, the energy's kind of shifted since we moved into this age of Aquarius. For Aquarius sign here, it's got difficult for you. I feel it. It's got difficult. You're really being faced with patterns that don't serve you, really don't serve you. So yeah, what needs to end is your heart isn't open because you're not opening it to yourself. And you think it's who you are is to open your heart to other people and be of service to other people. But that's what's keeping everything up in the air. You need to do it for yourself. Put yourself first. Do it for yourself first. How are you tipping the cup out? We already told you that. So yeah, but is it true? And decide. So it's the decisions that you're making. The bad decisions. Sorry. You're making bad decisions for yourself. That's how you're kicking that bowl over and letting it pour away. It is. It's like the general reading here. It's like time to grow up and make some wise decisions for yourself. Learn from what you've done before, what didn't work before. I've got this feeling you keep on trying the same things again, saying, no, but this is who I am. I'm going to be who I am. Well, it's like, well, it didn't work for you before. It's not going to work for you again. But yeah, now it's getting harder and harder to keep on doing that, isn't it? You're getting even bigger negative results from it. You've got to wake up and learn from it eventually. Why not now? Do you want more punishment first? Maybe. Sometimes we do, right? We're human beings. Love life for Aquarius. You're calling in your soulmate. That's nice. Are you going to find them? I don't know. This energy, you might want someone to come in and save you and do it for you instead because you're not choosing it for yourself. Not the best energy to be wanting a relationship. You're likely to get a hard lesson from that. It's time now for your purpose, life purpose. Yeah, get on with your life purpose first. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. You've demonstrated that. You can do it for other people. Imagine the power when you do it for yourself. You and Capricorn alike. If you've got Capricorn in your chart, definitely listen to theirs too. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, King of Wands, Seven of Inspiration. What is it you need to claim now and say, hell yes, I'm doing this. See, you're being scuppered too. Okay, you're not quite there yet because you're judging yourself based on those that you're attracting. So you're believing a little bit too much in the law of attraction here, in that not everyone is a mirror reflection, right? Because we can't change people. Say if you've got like a dog in front of you and you're gonna like, I'm gonna meditate until it turns into a cat. You're not gonna do that. The dog's gonna remain the dog. Or let's put it another way. If you've got an abusive person in front of you in your house, in your bedroom maybe, and you're like, I'm just going to meditate until it turns into a nice person. They're not going to. They're still going to be a dog. They're still going to be an abusive person. You cannot do that. You can't change it. So Pisces, you're judging yourself based on other people. Well, but I've changed myself enough. Why aren't they changing? Because your changes can only change you. So you're actually stopping yourself from stepping forward and claiming what it is that you want, because you're still looking at the one that isn't the one that you want, thinking that they're going to change because you changed yourself. It's just not going to happen. You need to change your mind about that. Emotions, well, there you are, Pisces. King of Cups and the Magician. How is your emotional reactions stopping you from manifesting? Believing in yourself and letting go of the past. So you're keeping yourself in the past, like with those past people, like I was saying, still expecting them to change. You've got a false sense of loyalty. Rather than believing in yourself and then choosing what you want and going on to new experiences with new people, you're holding on to the old ones. False sense of loyalty, trying to get them to change. You're not ever going to do that. You're never going to turn that dog into a cat, no matter what you do. You're never going to do it. You've got to just acknowledge they're a dog. If I want a cat, I need to go get myself a cat instead, someone that's already a cat. So it's making you emotional because you can't change a dog into a cat. You're not ever going to be able to do that. Two of Pentacles. So the death, something you need to put an end to so that you can open your heart up, Pisces. Stop everything being up in the air. Love what is and surrender. When you wake up to it, Pisces, and you're like, oh yeah, I was trying to change that dog into a cat. That's like trying to bang my head against the wall. That's why it feels like I've been banging my head against the wall. Okay. You might feel a bit stupid then, but don't do that to yourself. Just love what is. We've all been idiots. I was going to say something else then, but we've all been there. We've all done this. It's part of growing up. So just let it go. Just laugh at yourself and go, oh yeah, okay. Well, maybe I should just go and choose a cat if I want a cat, instead of trying to change this dog into a cat and put it in a cat suit and stuff. You're kicking the cup over, Pisces. How are you doing that instead of walking toward what you want? No, you're appreciated, Pisces. You are. So you make some silly decisions. We've all done that. We've all been there and we all do it. It's okay. Relax about it. You are appreciated. You're worthy. It doesn't make you unworthy. Just move on from it. Laugh at yourself and move on from it. What about your love life, Pisces? Stay optimistic about your love life. Stay optimistic about everything, in fact, Pisces, because I feel like you're a short distance away from it all being go. Really, I think just a little bit of a change of a mind and it'll just be like, oh, what? I can have what I want and I can do it and I'm doing it now. Wow. I think it's going to be really good for you when you just a slight mind shift. I can choose a cat. Okay, I'll choose a cat. Integrity. Working against you sometimes, Pisces. Being so in integrity that you won't let people go. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. It's beautiful, but sometimes it works against you. Like I was saying before, not letting people go from the past. Being too loyal, yeah. Being too in integrity, so in integrity that you won't let anyone go, or if you want a cat, you need to let that dog go. It's okay too. It doesn't mean you're out of integrity. You don't have to be loyal to everyone and everything. Be loyal to yourself, Pisces. There we have it. That's everybody done, and I've almost lost my voice. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support of my channel, your clicking likes and all of that stuff. It's very much appreciated. Your subscriptions, your comments, your shares with your friends as well. Thank you so much for that. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.